Hey there friends! If you've started watching this, then maybe you've decided that you want to start playing Magic competitively. You've got a vague notion that getting Mythic rank on Arena will get you somewhere, so you get that, and you find out what lies before you and oh my god, what's all this? Mythic Championships, Mythic Qualifiers, Mythic Challenges, Mythic Points. But then there's the Players Tour, and MitGo. No need to panic though, because I have put together a handy flowchart. Here it is. Looks complicated? Well, that's because it is. But never fear, because I'm going to walk you through this and it will make total sense. That's my money back guarantee. So now you can look at this chart and see there's basically 3 lanes. Paper, Magic Online, and Arena. These lanes are mostly independent of each other, but there is some crossover. Also, yes, it goes all the way to World Championships. Gotta aim high here. So I guess the best starting point is gonna be paper play, because it's relatively simple. So at the bottom of the barrel we have Wizards Play Network qualifiers, Players Tour qualifiers, and Last Chance qualifiers. These are all pretty similar in that they all award the winner of the event a regional Players Tour qualification. The difference is only where they're held. WPNQs are held at local game shops and can sometimes award you travel money depending on how well your LGS is doing financially. Players Tour qualifiers are held at Magic Fests and award you travel money. Last Chance qualifiers held on the day before the Players Tour, and one lucky player will gain entry. You can also qualify for a Players Tour by winning at least 13 matches at a Grand Prix. So you do that, and you can now attend one of the 3 regional Players Tour tournaments that happen every season. So RPTs are a high prize support invite-only tournament. There is one in America, one in Europe, and one in the whole of Asia Pacific every season. You can actually go to whichever one you want, but for the sakes of our wallets, we'll attend the closest one. Now if you don't quite manage to do well here, there is still hope, because you can obtain fractional invites. This means that you can build up to qualifying for a future season's RPT if you play enough Grand Prix and PTs. But yeah, good luck for that with non-American players. At this point we start getting to the murky side of things, where WotC hasn't quite said how to progress from here. So top finishers, quote unquote, of regional Players Tours will qualify for an even more exclusive tournament called the Players Tour Finals, of which there are 1 per season. Once you've qualified for this, you've pretty much made it. Just participating in this will grant you spots in the next season's regional PT, and if you do well enough you can just re-qualify for the next PT final indefinitely. The winner of this event will also qualify for Worlds. This is all hypothetical, by the way, as none of these PT events have actually happened yet. On one side note, participating in these PT events is meant to grant you Players Points, which will gain you entry into the Rivals League, somehow. This then feeds into the MPL, somehow. On to MitGo, the old fossil of an application that refuses to become irrelevant. As it has always been, MitGo competitive play is basically an avenue to get into paper tournaments. At the base, Magic Online players need to collect qualifier points. You win these by playing competitive leagues and doing well in other events. You spend these points to enter regularly scheduled tournaments. These include PTQs and Showcase events. Showcase qualifiers, Showcase Opens, and PTQs all grant first place a regional PT spot. The Showcase events also grant first place a spot in the very exclusive 8-player Magic Online Championship Showcase tournament. This sends first place directly to the Players Tour Finals. Note that while a Showcase Open is, well, open, no qualifier points required, PTQs require 40 qualifier points, and to get into the Showcase qualifier you'll need to either top 8 a Showcase Challenge or go 5-0 in a Showcase Last Chance qualifier, which both require 40 qualifier points to enter. Arena. Graphically pretty, sleek, fast gameplay, playing Magic for free from anywhere. Also pretty hellishly complicated in its competitive scene, but it's where most of the money is. So to start, as I've mentioned, you'll need to get to the top 1200 spots in the Mythic ladder. This will qualify you for one of 2 scheduled events, depending on which month you qualify. It kinda alters between the 2 possibilities, much like Schrodinger's cat. You can't be quite sure what you're actually qualifying for unless you check the schedule. There's a Mythic Qualifier, which is a 1-day event where you get to try to get to 10 wins while losing less than 2 matches. Anyone who manages this will qualify for the next Mythic Invitational. Then there's the Mythic Points Challenge, which is the same thing, except you don't actually qualify for anything through it directly. Instead you get these things called Mythic Points. Geez, WotC loves their various point systems. You get 1 point for every win from 5 wins and up. The thing is, Mythic qualifiers also give you these points at 5+ wins. So the challenge events are just worse, right? Oh, but the loss threshold for the challenge is 3 instead of 2, so that makes up for it. If you manage to become one of the top 8 Mythic point earners in the world, you'll be invited to the Mythic Invitational, so that's nice. The top 200 points earners re-qualify for the next month's Mythic Qualifier or Challenge. This hasn't really been around very long though, so it's not clear how many points you'll need to actually get into these categories. So you make it to the Mythic Invitational, you're in the big money, with thousands of dollars given just for turning up, and Mythic points are plenty. The winner of this event gets to go on to Worlds, but at that point you've pretty much cemented yourself as one of the best Magic players of all time. And with that, our journey is complete. Now, there is one trend that kind of pervades this chart, and that is that there's a lot of winning necessary. I know it shouldn't be easy to get to the top, but geez, that's a lot of first places required in multiple events just to get there. With only Mythic points and fractional invites to keep some momentum going in the early stages, there is going to be a good amount of non-starter seasons for the average spike. But it's nice to have a diverse scene where literally anyone with an internet connection can give it a go. It's better than flying 3+ hours to a Grand Prix once a year and getting curb stomped in the first 3 rounds of day 2. So thanks for listening. I hope you managed to follow my ramblings. If you do have any questions you need answered, then feel free to leave them down below. See you next time.